The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What you listening to, man? What they talking about? I got my hand up on that knob, tryna figure out. It doesn't matter who's the guest or what's the subject, cause they keep it 100 and them callers love it. The radio show got you tuned in, ready for action like a bad chick texting what's happening. They ain't here giving 5 o'clock news. Our hosts keep it blunt, sharing their point of views. They going in, man, cause they ain't got no filter. Cause they keep it 100, that's why we messing with you. Got you up to date with the latest with music and what's trending, that's basics. On primetime hours, you can never go wrong. And get nice music and what's going on in your neck of the woods, like, hey, Al Roke on today, like, feeling entertained with the radio show. Tuesday, Thursday, taking over, let them know. Let them telephone rings, yeah, I'm on this thing.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to find this Mariah Carey song. Like, don't judge me, but it was triggered by a question that somebody was just like, "What's your favorite?" You know, this is not artist and then whatever. One of the artists on the list is like Mariah Carey, and I'm like, well, first of all, I was looking for one song in particular. As I'm scrolling through Apple Music, I'm realizing I might be a Mariah Carey fan. I never considered it before. I did not like her. It's just like, are you a Mariah Carey fan? Like, I like her songs. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but like, bro, it's a lot of songs. It's a lot of songs Mariah Carey I like, bro. Anyway, and I can't find the one song I'm looking for.
Well, which song are we talking about? Are we talking about her early to mid 90s prime?
Yeah. I ain't talking about We Belong Together, which is, it's a dope song, arguably one of her best. But this is
Vision of Love.
Visions of Love is one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Funny you mentioned that. That's the last one I played. Emotions is one, but that ain't the one I'm looking for.
Let's see. She got so many, man. She did the remake of the Jackson 5, I'll Be There.
It's got like a darker kind of tone to it. That makes sense.
I tell you one that made my soul dark. That song with her and Boys to Men, that One Sweet Day. Made my soul dark. Yep.
Because you hated it?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
That's what I figured.
I mean, it was cool. It was a cool song.
It was okay.
But the thing about that song is that wasn't like the biggest song of all time for like a very long time.
I mean, it was big. It was a
no.
big.
It held the record as the longest running number one song for like until like I think Drake broke the record or something crazy. It might still hold the record. I don't know, but it was like it held the number one spot for the longest time. And that was news to me because much like you was about to say, like, yeah, it was a big song. I don't remember it being that big, but like, nigga, that was it. That was the top song of all time for like a while. And it recently, I think.
Boys to Men, I mean, we can do the research here. I mean, they were essentially could do no wrong at that point in time when that song came out. So anything they were touching was gonna, it was gonna blow up. So, what were we doing again about Mariah Carey? Shit.
Looking for the song that I'm trying to find.
Oh, so we have our running gag for the week here of help Khujeaux find this song.
Hero is one I like also, but that ain't it.
Yeah, Hero, they played the fuck out of that song.
Hero was my 8th grade graduation song, and I still don't understand why the fuck we chose that song.
They played the fuck out of it after 9/11, and I just got tired of it.
Oh, well, you would have really, really been tired of it back in 1994 then.
Oh,
like every preschool, every graduating class is singing that.
I understand. It's on that R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly level.
It's another one. But here's the thing, right? R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly kind of makes sense, right? It's inspiration. Like, I believe I can fly. I can achieve great things. I don't know that the song Hero, I mean, that sounds appropriate for somebody taking the next step, like a graduation. Hero and You Are the Wind Beneath My Wings are songs that were sang at graduations. And I don't know that the same message is there. I don't know that. You are the wind beneath my wings. Why am I singing this at my preschool graduation?
I don't know. I feel like half of graduations, they make it, about the parents. So maybe it's because, you thanking your parents.
Me,
Khujeaux, man, you talk about me and my music stuff. You were pretty much spot on with this, man. So this thing was One Sweet Day. Not that I knew we were gonna have a One Sweet Day section. So it was number one for 16 consecutive weeks. I
knew something. I was gonna say 16 for real.
Yeah, from December 2nd, 1995 to March 16th, 1996. And it stayed that way. It got tied by Daddy Yankee. And then the person who broke it was Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. Oh, yeah. They're about to say it was very recently that record was broken. So yeah. That is crazy. For a song that was just, it was cool,
I guarantee you it ain't nobody's playlist. Like
it is not.
Okay, sorry. It might be on somebody's playlist because if I made a Mariah Carey playlist right now based on my search that I'm trying to do, I might put it on there. Will it be in rotation is a better question.
Not. And it comes up like if you got a mix going, like how Spotify creates mixes based on, your listening habits over several days, it might pop up in there. And if you can't get to where you can skip it, you'll let it go. But you're gonna be just
if I haven't like right now, I ain't heard that song in a while, I might let it ride. If I play that playlist again or Spotify spit that song back out again, like
you're skipping
within a month, I'm gonna skip that. I'm good.
Yeah, so it's not one of them like we going somewhere. I'll pull up, yo, Khujeaux, get in, and One Sweet Day is pumping in the speakers. Not happening.
Right. I need to find this song, bro. Like this is killing me. I'm about to drop off.
This is mid 90s, early to mid 90s prime.
I would say so.
Is it Dream Lover?
Nah, too upbeat. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't know what I'm looking for. But yes, Can't Let Go. Can't fucking let go. That was it. Can't let go. God damn it.
You know what I can let go of?
This segment.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Oh, yeah, man.
This is the one I wanted to ask you about, Khujeaux. It's on the food related shit.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we can talk about, maybe not. So it's foods that you like, but when combined together, you don't like them. So
that doesn't make sense.
Example for me.
I get it. So I know where you go. Yeah. Like people who don't eat cheese but love macaroni and cheese, or vice versa.
Well, the example I had is like foods that you like combined together. Food that you like, but when you combine them, you don't like them. Honey mustard. I like honey. I like mustard. I don't like them combined.
I don't either. Possibly because it's more too much. There's like Caesar dressing and mayo and a bunch of other stuff that goes into making honey mustard.
Probably the most overrated salad dipping sauce.
Agreed.
In the rotation.
But it's also the default that everybody goes to for when you get chicken tenders. It's like, oh, I want honey mustard.
That's cap. That's cap. I would say barbecue is the default.
No, people, man, you'd be shocked. Honey mustard.
I would think
it's barbecue.
I would think this. I thought the same, but I am increasingly seeing, or I have over my adult years, increasingly been proven wrong that most people be like, nah, man, I don't want barbecue. Give me honey mustard or sweet and sour or some other ugly.
It'll be the default. Because if you see the order, it'll be like, yo, you get 4 chicken tenders, fries, and it comes with honey mustard. Then you got to tell them you want something other than honey mustard. Otherwise, your ass is getting honey mustard.
That's why it's not. I don't pretty hard.
Maybe that's a better. That's your default conversation, Khujeaux.
Your default is our fucking sauce. You tell us if you want something else. And Zach's sauce is pretty goddamn good. And they give you ranch with it. So it's like Zach's sauce was ranch. And then
so now we're on to something, Khujeaux. You brought it up when you said that was like overrated condiments. I mean,
well, that was easy.
Okay, so we're starting bidding. Okay.
Okay, but yes.
So we start the bidding in mustard.
I'm gonna throw this out there, and my Atlanta people don't attack me. Polynesian sauce ain't that great, dog.
Facts. It is not.
Polynesian sauce ain't that good. I'm gonna say it's kind of nasty.
Yeah, you reach it now, bro.
It
ain't nasty. It ain't.
I'm not putting it on nothing.
It ain't tasty neither.
Wow.
I ain't putting it on nothing.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
well,
not
you could
Polynesian.
have just called this the hot take segment. Jesus.
Every other Chick-fil-A sauce, I'm cool. You know, we could go there. At Polynesian, nah, man, I eat it dry.
Wow.
I mean, don't tell anybody this. Y'all don't tell nobody this. All right, this is between us. It's just between the fellas right here. Okay,
all right, cool.
But my understanding is that Polynesian sauce is best served right in the trash. But don't tell nobody. All right.
I'm not that wasteful. I'm gonna just tell you, don't put it in my bag. I'm gonna hand it back to you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just have to be in the minority on this because it's like top 2 for me.
I'm
between
surprised.
That and Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm
actually surprised that M16 don't like, because usually anywhere I go, everybody's like, "Oh, you crazy? Polynesian sauce is the best." But
I mean, I don't know if it's the best, but it's definitely top 2 for me. Like those are the 2 that I rotate between.
And for me, it's Chick-fil-A sauce and Buffalo. That zesty Buffalo is.
Yeah, their Buffalo sauce good. I think their ranch is disgusting. I don't think their ranch is good.
Garlic ranch.
It's all right. Definitely not a go-to.
I eat it over Polynesian.
Yeah, that I will. That I definitely
will. Guess. Ranch is another overrated sauce to me.
I feel like ranch is very versatile.
And I will say, some restaurants' ranch is better than others.
Oh,
like
yeah. I'm
gonna go ahead and give them their props. But Taco Mac has like the best ranch sauce or dipping sauce I've ever had in my life. I don't know what else extra they put in there, but their ranch is delicious. And I'm a blue cheese guy when it comes to my wings. But their ranch, I need more of it.
You're not in the wrong there. There's definitely tiered levels to ranch. Like every ranch is not equal.
But it's also a default too. It's like it just falls into it where most people would assume, well, you're eating wings, you probably want ranch. You're wrong.
Any other restaurant but Taco Mac, they would be wrong. But Taco Mac, man, I need extra that shit.
What else is another overrated condiment?
Let's not. I will not accept any mustard or ketchup slander.
I don't really do ketchup. I mean, I don't not like ketchup, but my use cases for ketchup is very limited. If it's not a burger, I'm probably not eating ketchup on anything.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but we did a One Gotta Go about the Chick-fil-A sauces. Khujeaux, I don't feel like you picked Polynesian sauce as the one that had to go.
Was I on that one? Because I definitely
might have not been on that one.
I probably would have picked Polynesian sauce to go.
Yeah. If we know anything about Khujeaux and his food choices, he's pretty steady in his choices.
Maybe you missed that episode.
Okay.
We'll have to check
one of the most delicious sauces I've ever tasted, aside from Easy Sauce, which, plug Easy Sauce, EEZY sauce. I think we interviewed him in one of the last iterations.
Check it out in the archive. Last iteration was last summer.
It was last summer? God, damn, this last year is don't exist, bro. I don't know. It's in some kind of time vortex, whatever.
Yes.
But one of the best, I would say, restaurant sauces, because his sauce isn't, it's in some restaurants. Whatever. It's at, what was the name of that? Pollo Tropical had a Amazon sauce, spicy Amazon sauce. They stopped, first of all, it was handmade. So at one point they were like, look, it's taking up too much time for us to make this sauce every day. We just gonna cut it from the menu. And I showed up one day ready, because I used to get they grilled wings and spicy Amazon sauce on the side. I showed up one day on my lunch break to be completely let down with, sir, we don't have that sauce anymore. I sat at the drive-thru and I'm like, no, I was just here 2 days ago because I used to go there a lot. I was just here like 2 days ago, man. Like y'all said this. Am I saying the name wrong? Species Amazon? Is that how it's pronounced? Spicy Amazon? Is that it? I don't know. That's the one. Amazon. But yeah, they stopped selling that shit, and I cried. I was sad for a very long time, and I still haven't gotten over it. But if somebody can find me the recipe for that, which I haven't Googled it, I'm pretty sure I can just Google it. That sauce was amazing. Sorry, I was talking about sauces.
That's funny though that they like you were literally there 2 days ago.
Yeah, and I remember the day vividly because the girl in the drive-thru trying to play me like I wouldn't even know I was like we been stopped selling that. Like that was kind of the tone in her voice. Like it's been going for a long time. Like bro, I was just here. Like it couldn't have been no more than like a week ago. And she had a tone in her voice like, man, we ain't got that no more. Like get out of here. Okay.
Oh, damn.
I pulled off. I'm not eating them wings without that sauce. The wings were great. Don't get me wrong. They were very well seasoned wings. It's just that sauce.
So you just fired the whole restaurant. You just was like, you know what? I'm done.
That was it. That was the only. And I don't even know what else is on their menu. To be perfectly honest, every time I went, it was them wings and that sauce. And when they stopped selling the sauce, there was no reason for me to get the wings. So I'm out.
Oh my gosh, he's just fired them. Oh, I got another. I might be in the minority.
And that location closed, by the way. So the one right there on Cobb. Yeah,
that thing been so many things, man. That thing was a bank. It used to be a bank back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, I think now it's like a Del Taco now. It's been like 5 or 6 different things over the years. So
yeah,
you know,
one is Zoe's Kitchen or something like that, or is that a different location?
It's just failed business after failed business right there.
Yeah.
So you know, it's one of those things. Another overrated one in my view. Y'all might come after me on this one, but that garlic sauce that comes with Papa John's, it's
Wait, the dipping sauce that comes with Papa John's?
Yes.
Yeah, I disagree.
How do I mute somebody else? Is it possible to mute somebody else in a meeting? Hold on. Who's the moderator? How do you get somebody booted from a meeting?
I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying this over. People are like, oh my god, like
no. It deserves all the praise that it gets.
Yeah,
it does.
That's just delicious.
Yeah, I actually wish like Italian restaurants would put it on like their pasta and shit. Like I feel like
I wish I get it somewhere else besides Papa John's because like
when's the last time you ordered Papa John's?
That's all I'm going there for. I don't even get their pizza. I just get the cheese sticks so that I can just dip it in the sauce. Like that. Just like I was just going to Pollo Tropical for that one thing.
I'm in the minority.
If Papa John's stopped selling that garlic sauce,
I want the marinara sauce. And you're like,
what?
Yeah.
You free?
Yeah.
I
guess you want some mozzarella sticks while you at it too.
Right. But chicken nuggets maybe.
But what's so much better about that is that I don't even I'm saying this like I'm getting Papa John's. I hadn't eaten Papa John's in years. So.
It's definitely sporadic.
It's been a long time. It's been some years.
Speaking of chicken nuggets, so let's go ahead and throw it out there. The discussion that one of our co-hosts who's not here right now, Tiki, threw out there. What's the difference between chicken nuggets? This is a debate that's not new to anybody, but let's just go ahead and throw it out there. What's the difference between chicken nuggets and boneless wings?
Not to be that guy, I say the quality of meat. You know, chicken nugget is any little scrap you can get into the nugget, whereas
that is false, sir. That's breast meat.
I was gonna say they do tout it as white meat.
Yep. Yeah, like a boneless wing is say a cut of breast meat, a better quality type of meat.
It's tossed in something. Chicken nuggets usually aren't tossed in something. But I agree with what Khujeaux said in the chat. It's marketing. It's what they tell you it is.
Market. Chicken nuggets usually marketed as kids. The only place that probably, is anyway. It's chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, kids just don't look as cool saying boneless wing, right?
Yeah, right. So boneless wings is for adults. Chicken nuggets is for kids.
I'm sorry, but I can just see Buffalo Wild Wings talking about you can get traditional are our chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like when you're advertising, unless it's a McDonald's or fast food, some spot like that, like typically you don't see adult type restaurants like with nuggets. Like even Wingstop recently, when they start doing the thighs, they do thigh bites, which, you know, when you think of any other restaurants, when they have other stuff, it's bites. Like Papa Do's has Gator bites, or instead of Gator nuggets, like, you know what I mean? Like they typically market stuff that way. It's either bites or boneless wings or some shit like that. Like rarely is anything called a nugget. Catfish nuggets being probably the exception, but which is weird because it's really just cut up fillet. Like you just dicing up a fillet. Like it's not even really like nuggets.
They've sold you a package where it's like, hey, it's catfish nuggets. Okay, however you want to put it, you know. Right. But it's smart, you know. It's smart, and the way it's pushed and marketed. Because I will say, you know, at Zaxby's, it sounds like it's better when you get, hey, let me get the boneless wing meal. You know, it sounds more like, Khujeaux, to your point, it sounds more adult.
Yeah. I've never ordered boneless anything.
Yeah, it's been a minute for me too.
I don't know. If it was bone with a bone, leave it in there. I need that bone.
Do you treat that the same way with your steak cut?
I try to. As often as I can, I try to get bone-in steaks. Like if I'm going to get a ribeye, if I go to the store and get a bone-in ribeye for, you know, a decent price or whatever, I'm getting my bone-in ribeye. Now, if the boneless is, you know, all they have, or it's at a better price, then I'll go for that. But different flavor when that bone is, when you cook it with the bone left in there.
Yeah, that's valid. With me, I try to stay away from the bone with my steak cuts.
So
if you change your life, man, try it.
Oh no! I mean, you throw a bone-in ribeye in front of me, like it's getting consumed, no doubt about it. I just, you know,
is it the convenience?
It's the convenience more than
got it. Got that the flavor, because it's definitely different with because the bone, you know, the marrow or whatever is inside the bone, you cook it, that flavor leaks out into just like they say you're supposed to cook the shrimp with the head and tail on and then cut it off after, because the flavors in the head and tail.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, which makes sense because the best, like, you compare it to another cephalopod, crustacean, whatever, crawfish. You rip it off, you bite the tail, suck the head. Head is where all the juice is. Same thing for shrimp.
That's true.
Somebody handed you a headless crawfish, what you gonna say?
It's probably fried.
A bucket of headless crawfish.
Oh yeah.
You got some dipping sauce with these? Because I'm gonna need it. Shit.
Long as it ain't Polynesian.
This guy. Man, I tell you what, man, when 16 don't like something, he gonna throw that shit clean under the bus.
Every opportunity.
He's not even gonna let that shit gas for air.
Nope.
Polynesian sauce is called straight for no reason. We talking about crawfish. Just throw it. Oh man, that's funny.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
So you like chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah.
Certain ones.
You like chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain ones.
So you take a chocolate chip cookie and you make the cookie chocolate. How does it go nasty?
It's not my favorite thing in the world. Like chocolate chip cookie is not like my first choice for a cookie.
What's your first choice for a cookie?
My first choice for a cookie is oatmeal raisin. My second choice.
Yeah, mine too.
Jason's Deli. Jason's Deli has a cranberry oatmeal walnut cookie that is
so
Deli, dog.
Now I'm saying, but now oatmeal cranberry is different than oatmeal raisin. But I'm still not putting out chocolate chip. America's cookie.
America don't want us here, dog. Why do I want America's cookie?
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
But all right, so now let's circle back. Keep your food, right? I like this. Circle back to your original question about mixing two foods together and not liking it. It baffles me when that happens because I can't think of an example. So maybe it's all this song. But like I hate the people that be like, oh, I don't like cheese, but I eat macaroni and cheese. Nigga, you eat cheese. You just don't eat a slice of cheese. Like, or
Yeah, you eat way more.
Right. I don't like milk. But I put milk in my eat milk with my cereal. It's on that spoon. There's a little puddle of milk that's going in your mouth, bro. I hate to tell you.
He's on my right side. He's on my right side.
I hate to tell it to you, but
what about milk? You say about milk? You talking about milk?
Like I don't drink milk, but milk.
I mean, I don't. I'm lactose intolerant, so it's not like I dislike it. I gotta drink like almond milk or something like that. But
lactate.
For me, it's like what fits in that category like that when you're saying like food? Like I don't like oatmeal. Like if you set a bowl of oatmeal down in front of me, I turn the goddamn table over. But I'll eat a cookie with oatmeal in it. So
and choose it over chocolate chip.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway,
by the way, I don't know if we ever followed up on that, but I did a poll on my IG, and chocolate chip won convincingly. It was like 70-30.
But on the one where everybody was tagged on mine, it was not 70-30.
The show when it was like 60-40.
It wasn't. That thing was even.
No,
if not, it swayed into oatmeal raisin.
I remember putting that poll on our IG page at the radio show. Well, at It's the Radio Show. And it was like 60-40.
We also do One Gotta Go at my job. And this was started before I got there, and I recently joined. I was saying a dude that does it every week, asked people for ideas, and I threw the cookie one out there. And it was funny because the day that he decided to use it, he was like, man, I'm glad you sent me. He came over to my desk like, I'm glad you sent me that one because I haven't even sent it out yet. It's already starting controversy. He was like, his manager, he said he's choosing oatmeal raisin over chocolate chip. Man, I like jumped up on my seat. I was like, man, let me tell you about this radio show that I do. So I broke it down to him. I was like, and he's a younger guy. So he was like, I think like, he might be younger than you guys. I think he's like 22, 23 or something like that. And he was just like,
fuck, yeah. He's got me about 5 years.
Yeah. So he was like, this is blowing my mind right now. I'm like, yeah, you in the place that I was at when two of my co-hosts were like, yeah, oatmeal raisin over chocolate chip. I'm like, what? America's cookie?
America's cookie.
Hogan
getting slandered.
Riding the motorcycle with a bald eagle.
Did you hear the bumper that I made for that? I gotta send it to you. I made like a rejoin using that dialect when you was like America's cookie. I was like, man, why do I want America's cookie? America don't even want us here, dog.
No, and he had to make it political. You people.
Yeah.
Always about race.
But it's funny that 16 brought up the oatmeal raisin because I'm the same way with like watermelon. Like I don't eat watermelon. Don't put it in front of me. I don't eat it. But I'll drink like a watermelon flavored juice or candy or.
So that's different. I feel like that's like the artificial watermelon flavor. So it ain't really the same. But if you told me you'll eat like, I don't know, grilled watermelon or something crazy, like, you know what I mean? Like that'd be different. But watermelon, I think like you can like grape flavored stuff and not like grapes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That I can see. I can see that.
I mean, it's an interesting topic because it's hard to think of something else besides honey mustard.
Macaroni and cheese. Cereal. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of, man. But I don't get it. Like, you like two things separately, unless they just don't go together. Like, yeah, I like peanut butter and I like spaghetti. I don't like peanut butter spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't go together. They just don't fucking go together. They don't put it together. But two things like macaroni and cheese, like, I don't like macaroni and cheese. Like, I eat some cheese or something. You know, I don't know.
So what about like this, Khujeaux? Like, you like chocolate, obviously. I think everybody on here is like chocolate. Do you like marshmallows?
Yes.
You like them combined?
Yes.
Like, not as a smoke, but just combined. Yeah. Okay.
So on one of my snack plugs, I did, Jet Puff, the marshmallow company, actually has coated marshmallows. So they got different flavors. They got a marshmallow that's hard coated in like a s'mores. Then they got one that's birthday cake flavored. I can't remember if they got any more with them, the two that I know of. But that birthday cake flavored is white chocolate birthday cake flavored marshmallow. That shit is angelic.
Yeah, marshmallow hard pass for me.
I like marshmallows.
I don't like marshmallows.
Y'all don't like marshmallows?
I like them.
I don't.
Man.
Sorry.
Yeah, I fuck
Now
with
I'm not
bad
about to
marshmallows.
sit here and throw it under the bus or something.
Wait a minute, wait. So you don't eat Lucky Charm?
No, I don't.
Oh, wow, okay. All right. Not even the dehydrated marshmallows. All right. I thought I'd get you.
I eat Lucky Charms dry, man.
Same.
Like, yeah.
I can't think of a cereal that I won't eat dry, to be perfectly honest with you.
A cereal that you won't eat dry. Wow, that's a good question.
Honey Bunches of Oats, like it's as flimsy as it is in your hand. I might go down there and grab it.
And it's really
Just
good.
Toss it. It is.
Yeah.
Man, I want to say
Wow.
the best cereal dry. The best cereal to eat dry to me is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man. That shit is magical.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Cocoa Pebbles.
Best cereal to eat dry. I'm going with Lucky Charms, man. I feel like it is a pre-made Chex Mix, but just cereal. You know what I mean? Like it's already got two different things combined. Like it's already like you're eating a snack of some kind anyway. It's just, pour the bag out.
For me, I would say Frosted Flakes. I love Frosted Flakes. Like
Right.
milk, without milk,
Okay,
don't matter.
that's fair.
And then at 16 says Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, because you pouring yourself a bowl, you might grab a couple in your hand or whatever. You're like, man, this shit good. Even with the milk, without it, it's just got a great flavor.
Fruit Loops is really good as well. Right.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is, and I do this on some of the snack clubs when I do cereals, eating it dry first and then adding milk, because like legit, sometimes adding milk unlocks a different flavor, or changes kind of I don't want to say changes the flavor profile. It's going to be essentially the same, but it like you taste certain notes once you kind of add milk. So like if you eating, I don't know, a s'mores cereal, let's say, since we just talked about s'mores, and you're eating it dry, you're like, oh, all I taste is chocolate, and then it got marshmallows in it, and you add the milk, it's like, oh, I taste the cinnamon from the graham now, kind of thing. So it's definitely different to the conversation that we're having. It's different eating it dry sometimes.
What cereal makes the milk taste the best?
It's a few candidates with that. It's a couple of them out
Frosted
there.
Flakes,
It's
Fruit Loops, for sure. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the milk tastes excellent.
Yeah, pretty much like anything you eating that has like chocolate in it. Obviously, like if you eating like you were talking about Cocoa Pebbles or somewhere around in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a few of them that make the milk taste good, and then some that you have, it kind of ruins the cereal because it makes it soggy and it takes away whatever crispiness or bounce the cereal would have had, especially if you let it sit in the milk for too long.
Yeah, but you kind of get that back when you drink the milk. I've noticed.
Oh yeah. You get all that, whatever flavor is lost in the milk, you get that back.
Yeah, when the shit gets soggy, you're just gonna taste it when you chug in the bowl of milk.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, it was one I had posted, or when I did a thing on. I always use the hashtag after milk, but it's like now that I'm actually using that hashtag, there's a bunch of babies popping up. So I'm like, yeah, I never thought after milk. So yeah, I didn't know it was baby related. So anyway, don't go looking at the hashtag because there's a lot of breastfeeding babies under that hashtag. But God, it was one that I was like, the after milk was like super dope. And it was like this other page stole it too. Anyway, there's a lot of them out there. I will say that Lucky Charms does not have a good after milk. It is like a vague, semi-sweet, depending on how long you let the cereal sit in there. I usually don't, unless I'm just like thirsty or just want to finish it off, I usually don't care for the milk too much after Lucky Charms. Not as nasty, it's just, it ain't like I said, it ain't like a Frosted Flakes or like a Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs or something like that.
Right.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
I love this candle. It's my favorite. Limoncello.
I'm about to say it sounds bougie.
Well, I mean, look
It
who's home.
smells great.
It looks like you can drink it.
Speaking of
I
Buckhead,
know.
it sounds like the name of a restaurant in Buckhead.
I would love to name a restaurant limoncello. That'd be so dope.
Patent pending.
Patent pending.
Patent pending.
I promise if I see a restaurant in Buckhead called Limoncello, I'm suing.
You're listening to the radio show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
I could do a quick. I was gonna do a separate review of it, and I may start dropping those as extra content. But I watched Halloween Kills. I could do a quick review of that. Have y'all seen it?
Is this a new segment? I feel like this is a new segment.
What's the new segment? Me reviewing movies?
Yeah.
16 at the movies.
It's just okay. So all right. So I'm gonna
Cinema.
break into
Cinema with M16.
Well, I already got the radio show at the movies graphic up here, so that's what we'll go.
Yeah, there you go.
Something
Whatever
like that.
works.
There's the graphics. Radio show at the movies. Quick abridged version of a movie that's streaming on Peacock if you have the Peacock Premium. It's Halloween Kills. I don't know what number this is in the series. I've lost count at this point. Michael Myers has been terrorizing this poor town for about 40 years at this point. And so it's the sequel to, what was the name of the one before this? I should have known this off the top of my head. I'm not going to remember it right now, but that's the beauty of post-production.
Scary movies
right there on
is
the
not my
screen.
forte, so I wouldn't know.
Here it is right here.
Only H2O?
No, that
was a long time ago.
It was. So there it is on the screen right there. Because clearly I couldn't remember, and I didn't feel like doing the research right then. So I'm not. I'll do it later. There it is on the screen, the previous one. It's a direct sequel to Halloween Kills is a direct sequel to the one that I had to put up on the screen that I couldn't remember. All right. So the premise of these is pretty simple. It's been the same thing. Michael Myers comes through terrorizing. They go on a manhunt for him. He continues to kill. Rinse, wash, repeat. In this movie, the hook or the selling point of it is now Michael Myers is the one that they're going to choose to hunt. He's not hunting down people. They're like, no, it ends tonight. We're going to go out and we're going to hunt Michael Myers. Now, in all of the series of Halloween movies, this might be the most bloody and gory of the series. The deaths are gruesome. They're in your face. They are over the top, damn near campy and comical in the way he's killing people. I mean, just chopping them up.
Yeah.
Yes. It's really going there with the sound effects and the gushing and all that stuff. They're really going there with it. The part about this movie that confuses me to no end is that, this is not too spoilery territory. If not, you go ahead and skip past this part. But there's a part in the movie where they finally go ahead and decide, okay, tonight's the night we're going to hunt Michael Myers. So one of the people in the town is organizing this whole uprising. And they're like, we're going to find Michael Myers. We're going to find him and we're going to kill his ass. And I'm like, okay, so we're admitting to planning a capital murder in front of the authorities. I understand that Michael Myers is the killer and everything, but you can't just say you're just going to go murder a guy based on the fact that you believe he's the killer. We know it, but you can't be confessing a murder in front of the authorities and the police just sitting there like, yeah, okay, sounds like a good plan. Let's go hunt him down.
I mean, at this point, is it known? And I'm really trying to think. Is it known in that universe that he's immortal?
I don't know. I don't know how much they explored with this, but one thing I do know about this movie is that Jamie Lee Curtis has been a mainstay, and with her part in this movie, she knew in the back of her mind this movie is shit. So she basically has more than a glorified cameo. She's in the movie throughout the movie, but she doesn't do a whole lot because she knows she's like, look, give me the bare minimum. This is shit. All right.
So that was a keep getting them checks type role.
Yes. So this movie is preposterous in the story, in the premise, in everything. It's just dumb, man. Everything about it is like, well, that don't make no sense. And then the premise of it again was supposed to be like, oh, we're supposed to be hunting Michael Myers. Except when they go to hunt him, he just he takes out everybody effortlessly. Like, slice. I'm like, you got this whole army of people and this one guy who got to be in his 60s at this point. Like I said, he's been killing people for 40 years. Still going at it.
Yeah, I mean, as great as Jamie Lee Curtis is, he should be equally, if not more, gray and beat up and stabbed because I imagine he hasn't sought medical attention for any of the other times that he's been stabbed or tripped up or whatever in any of the prior movies. So, I mean,
he is not.
Yeah. But yeah, the premise is overdone. I get that at this point it's kind of a cultural thing that they want to kind of keep going with you know, the slasher film with the Freddy's and the Mike Myers and the Jasons. And I'm like, I mean, it's not new. It's never going to be new again. So, I mean, like, you know, like to the point where like it's the premise is you're just going to, I mean, for the sake of nostalgia, you're just going to see this familiar character kill new people, basically. Because this is correct, Khujeaux. You're spot on with that. One thing that I will say about this movie that's spot on, that the spot on with it is that it's 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, and they were being generous. It should be far lower because this movie is that bad. They put it streaming on Peacock for a reason because they're like, wow, we made a really bad movie. And the worst move out of the entire part of this movie, and then I will end this review, is that they set it up to keep it going. They didn't say, hey, we're going to finally let you off the hook of this abyss. No, we're going to leave it off just a little bit to let you know more of this shit's coming. Yeah. I mean, look, if you knew you had a guaranteed draw, would you give it up?
Nope.
No.
If you knew if you made another reincarnation of it, and it's like
somebody's gonna watch it.
200 million at the box office, no matter what.
Like we don't have to spend
doing it.
Yeah, like, we don't have to spend a boatload of money.
Furious.
Yep. There you go.
Yes. So as far as we're doing this, we're gonna, since we're the radio show, as far as you know, we'll give them like boom boxes. This movie gets 1.5 boom boxes, and the 1.5 is just for the fact that, you know, I did sit there and watch it, and I knew it was stupid, but it was during Halloween time, so it did fit the bill of, hey, we're watching scary movies during Halloween, so that part was cool. Otherwise, this movie is complete shite. Skip at all costs. If you have Peacock, go watch something else. Don't waste your time on this shit. It's bad. And I'll probably never watch it again under any circumstance. But there it is. That's Halloween Kills. My take on it. Radio show at the movies. We'll be doing more of these. Hopefully next time we review something, it'll actually be a good movie. But this one is bad. You should skip it. It's not worth your time.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
But my only problem with foam soaps is it'd be hard to find ones in the store that's antibacterial. Like most of them say gentle hand soap. They don't necessarily say, you know what I mean? With the Rona out here, we need full antibacterial treatment. Oh no, I mean, I'm cool with the gentle hand soap. I mean, look, we got all of Bath and Body Works' whole collection of scented hand soaps, and they smell just lovely. It's just, if you scrub long enough, something gonna die.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Has anybody watched Squid Game?
I have.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. I liked it
too. It's getting a season 2. It's been confirmed.
Oh, right. Yeah.
16, did you watch it? I didn't know if that was your forte or not.
No. Carl and Bree watched it. That was primo Xbox time for me. Like, enjoy your foreign dub show. I'm out. Gonna go play Halo.
Yeah. This was like the first show that like everybody talked about on the internet, and I was like, you know, I agree with the general public on this. Yeah. Like, this was a really good show.
The internet got it right.
I've never seen a plot like this in a show.
I mean, I think they kind of took the premise of some other loosely, you know what I mean? Like loosely kind of strung together some other things. I mean, definitely in a fresh way, but like, it's almost like Saw, you know what I mean? Like play a game with these were
but like
games, but
I guess a different brand, if you will, or something like that. Like,
Yeah, it was. I mean, it had a
It didn't
fresh
seem
kind of
as
feel to it.
I mean, it was fucked up, but it wasn't as fucked up as Saw.
Now, so that was my thing is that I didn't watch it like super late, but I wasn't like one of the first. I wasn't an early adopter. You know what I mean? Like I was probably like maybe
I just
couple
finished
weeks.
it like this week.
Oh yeah, no, I was like a couple weeks behind all the buzz, like literally maybe 2.5, 3 weeks, something like that. And I was hearing, everybody talking about like, the premise is basically saying like, oh, you play these games and then if you don't win, you get killed. And then it's like, oh, these ain't just like, you get pushed off and like, nah, these are gory, like these are kills. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Told my wife about it. We checked it out, and I'm fully expecting like Saw. Like I'm expecting somebody to, can't do 10 jump ropes and then they get the cord tied around their neck and their head pulled off kind of shit. But it's like they just get shot, and I'm like, oh, so like by the third or fourth shooting, I'm just like, oh, that's all it is. They just get shot. I'm like, oh, I mean, it's still bad, but like I was just expecting a lot more gore. You know what I mean? But yeah. I liked it though. I like the show. I was torn on the ending. I felt like it could have just been kind of wrapped up nicely, but like, I mean, I get it. You gotta, popular and you want to go for a season 2. I get it.
Yeah.
I feel like a season 2 would be unnecessary, but we'll see. But
But regardless, Netflix is always there for you, no matter what.
Yeah.
And at the price that it cost, it better be.
Well, it's only going up.
It's funny because while we were, you had mentioned Peacock, and I was like thinking about like, damn, how many people actually use Peacock or have all these streaming services? So I actually looked up the most memberships or like the most used streamer sites, and I think
HBO Max and Netflix.
Was that your guess for 1 and 2?
No, Netflix, Hulu, and that's where I'm gonna stop with number 1 and 2. But I feel like HBO Max is gonna be up there.
Let's do a top 3. So Netflix, Hulu.
Well, Disney Plus has to be in that, man. They got so many millions of
subscribers. Can we do? All right, let's do top 5.
Sure, let's do that.
All right, so I'm with M16, Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Disney Plus, and I don't say Sling. I don't know too many got Sling though.
Look, I wouldn't put Sling in this. I'm just talking strictly like
go ahead, MC.
Streaming service that has their own content type thing.
Got it.
Is this in order or no?
Mine was not in order.
Yeah, you could. I mean, if you want to try in order, and get yourself some cool points.
I mean, we can say so we'll say 5 is HBO Max. 4 is, we'll say, Peacock. 3, Hulu. 2 is Disney Plus, and number 1 is Netflix.
Okay. I was shocked, but obviously number 1 is Netflix.
Yep.
Number 2 is Amazon Prime Video.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, because everybody got Amazon Prime. I forgot about it too. Yeah.
It's underrated and sometimes forgotten because you're so busy getting your packages to you in 2 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Amazon is offering you everything under the fucking sun for that $119, but all I care about is my 2-day ship or my same day shipping.
That's it.
Yeah.
So bleep the Amazon Music and all the other perks that come along with that. Just I appreciate you having my stuff on my doorstep in 2 days.
Yeah,
nice. Same. But yeah, Disney Plus was 3, HBO Max was 4, and Peacock was 5. I did not but
I didn't realize Peacock was that.
That's what I thought too.
On the
premise of Amazon Prime, if you have Comcast, you get Peacock for free.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, so that makes sense.
I really like Peacock though, man. Like it's probably the app I use the most.
Is it just because of the content, or like do they have good original content? Like,
well,
you just like it because it's an extension of your cable.
Well, no, I mean I like the fact that Sunday Night Football is on Peacock. It's also WWE Network is on there, so I'm a pro wrestling head, so having that on there is cool. And it's a lot of selection on there, like that. Their originals are good too. They have good original content.
Okay, yeah. Apple TV,
and it's only $4.99. It's only $4.99.
I feel like Apple TV is slept on. I feel like they have a lot of like. I feel like Apple TV probably has the best writing in terms of original content. Like everything on Apple TV feels almost Oscar worthy. You know what I mean? And like the writing style. I've watched none of it. I'm just going based on like trailers that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back and watch that.
Yeah, I mean, like I have it, and I can't tell you what's on there. I know they were hyping up that show with Steve Carell and some other people, but I mean, hell, they have 40 million subscribers on Apple
you
Plus.
Might as well drop them for they $4.99 and pick up Peacock. You'd enjoy having Peacock more than you will Apple TV Plus.
Yeah, but I got all the Peacock shit on YouTube TV Plus. So yeah.
Also, a lot of good stuff is also on HBO Max. I am gonna go out on a limb and say HBO Max is the premier streaming service.
Yeah, not a hot take.
But the
That's
UI
not a hot
is
take, and I just want to say, on the record, 16. I don't know why you didn't push me to get that shit sooner. I'm on that shit every night,
bro. I was for a year. I'm like, bro, HBO Max, like,
you were, but I needed more aggression from you because I got it, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Why the fuck didn't I get this?
He's like, why did I wait so long? Because there's literally a section on there for anybody. Hey, you want to see some Cartoon Network stuff? Sure, we got you. You want to fall down a rabbit hole of animated Justice
I did
League
not realize
movies?
how much them fuckers made on whatever you want to call it. Like,
they own everything, bro. They own it all. And it's all on HBO Max. And I'm just like, I'm never leaving. Because AT&T giving it to me free, but I'm like, even if I leave AT&T, I'm gonna get HBO Max. But
yeah, that's what happened.
I want them to change that interface. That shit is ugly.
But they don't care. They don't care.
Like it's like somebody just like they had like, look, we got all this content. Let's get this shit out there now. Throw some lipstick on that bitch. Like it ain't got to be great. Like just throw something up, and then like they just hired some intern to like quickly code some shit, design, and then just threw it up. And it was like, oh yeah, whatever you decide is great.
Well, let me ask y'all a question about HBO Max, because one of the big selling points of being able to have it is still going on right now, which is the hybrid in the theater at home. So that ends in December. So starting January 2022, it's this exclusive window of movies that come out. Eventually they're going to make it there, but it's not going to be the dual thing. I think they're messing up, man. That's like a huge selling point. Huge.
100%. That new movie coming out, about Serena Williams' dad's gonna be on HBO Max day one.
It's dropping next weekend.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they're messing up with that. I think they have a lot of leverage when you do that, and I don't know if that's their call or maybe they did a handshake deal with the movie theaters to try to help them out.
It's 100% a handshake deal, and I want to know what's in it for.
Even when Netflix did it, there was some movie that I watched. It was good. Can't think of it. With Robert De Niro, where it was like a hybrid. It went out in the movies, but Netflix also had it. I just feel like they're missing out on stuff. Like, shit, whoever wants to go to the movies, obviously people don't give a fuck about the pandemic anymore. They gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But
Trolls showed you that a movie don't have to drop in the theater. When Trolls World Tour came out, it made so much money, and the theaters was hating so hard.
Bro, they cried like some hoes. Like they cried like some they cried so much, especially the AMC. I think it was AMC or was it? It wasn't Regal. I think it was AMC.
It was AMC.
CEO. Them niggas was man. They was so whiny. Like I hated this shit. And I'm like, and they got rewarded for their fucking whining because now. And I'm like. What as the streaming provider, as the parent company for Time Warner or whatever, what the fuck do you get out of that deal by allowing movies? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
You're giving people the choice. It's like Izzy was just saying, man. If you want to go to the movies, go.
You going at this point?
You going?
Because
people don't care about the pandemic no more.
Yeah,
I know we joked about it before.
Yeah,
but shit is as wide open as it's ever been.
Bruh.
People are gonna go to the movies. They're gonna put their hand on the same butter thing that the next guy did so they can put butter on their popcorn. They don't give a fuck anymore. Like,
yeah,
you can keep the hybrid shit.
People that are fans of movie theaters are always gonna go. They want that movie theater experience. But the people that don't want that shit, give us that option.
Yeah.
I don't care. There's nothing about a movie theater experience like, oh man, I wish I could, whatever. The sound are great. Yeah, it's great. Whatever. But I could get that sound. I could get a compacted version of that. I could get a surround sound for my house. I could get the same boom, shake, surround effect. I could get that at home, and I want it. So yeah, I don't know. Cause like with the people who actually own movie studios and like Paramount has Paramount Plus now. And like I said, Time Warner Brothers Studios, these are the movie studios where they could just give a middle finger to the theaters and just release to their own platform. I don't get what they're getting or how much the movie theaters are gonna break them off with profit or what, even if it's worth it for them to, I don't know, man.
And maybe
the
theaters have changed the incentives. Maybe they're making it, giving them more bang for their buck, for putting it in the theater,
That's the only thing I can think of, that they're giving them a larger percent than they were before. And I'm just like, I still think you're losing out. I still think the studios will be better off just releasing it and letting people at home enjoy it. Then you get more subscribers. You get people. You retain the people that's already subscribing anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's an inevitable battle at this point. Like when CDs were dying, and streaming was slowly taken away from record debut sales and things like that. Like eventually, it got so bad that the recording studios were like, okay, X amount of streams count towards record sales, if something goes platinum or diamond, whatever the case may be. So I think it'll eventually, they're fighting the losing battle. I think there's going to be some
going
outcry.
Down. Like they're drowning afloat. Like they are flailing out there in the water trying to stay alive. I'm like, bro, just go out with some dignity. Like just kill the movie there. Or you know what I mean? Like you could, and we've talked about this before, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Change the experience, make it more attractive. Don't give me the same shit, just a big screen and some loud speakers. Like blow some wind in that bitch. Like fire up some water mists for action movies. Like make this shit like Universal Studios or Disney World when you go on one of them rides or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that would draw me to go to the movie theater. But it's just big and I'm watching movies with other niggas. Like that shit. It's not appealing to me. It's not making me want to get up and go. And maybe we're speaking from the perspective of people who are no longer in the dating pool, and movie theater is a big date thing for younger people and stuff like that. But also, I don't know, man. It's weird. I think
even though COVID is not fully gone, I think the last thing people like us want to do is be stuck in a room with people.
I'm willing to do
3
a lot
hours.
of stuff, but the movies is the one thing I still have not. I haven't come off that yet. The experience at home is a whole lot better in my view. So I don't know where the movie.
And I mean, if you go buy you a really nice TV, $400 or $500, that's 10 movie trips right there.
You can eat what you want. You ain't got to worry about sneaking nothing in. You can pause it and
go walk to the kitchen.
I said pause it and talk, but something more common. You can pause it and go to the bathroom. You ain't got to, because that's literally the thing, right? Because you go into a movie and you have to plan out your bladder. You either got to empty it before and don't drink anything throughout. Because now movies are getting longer. It's not like before where you could drink something, pee first and be like, oh, it's only an hour and a half. I'm good. I think some of these movies, the runtime is pushing 3 hours or at 3 hours. So now you got to be able to plan. So
I'm that guy, man. I'll get a big old drink and I'm like, all right.
Nigga, I'm thirsty and I want some popcorn.
You can't start drinking this until about 30 minutes into the movie. And then you got to,
pace yourself.
Weird, though,
clock
man.
yourself.
It's really weird
pace yourself.
Because I am I love going to the movies. Like, I like the whole experience of, okay, we're going to the movies. I am a matinee, of course. But when given the choice of being able to sit at the house and be able to watch it, you'll pay that extra money. Because there's been a few times in the pandemic when they had these releases where, you know, you pay the $20 or whatever to rent said movie, you still coming out on top. We've said this before. You still coming out on top. Okay, you spent $20 renting a movie from Amazon because it's in the theater. Yeah, but I just saved them. I ain't had to drive nowhere. I got all the food I can eat here at the house. I ain't got to worry about sitting next to nobody making a bunch of noise and shit, people walking in front of you. I don't get it. I don't know why they caved to the theaters on that one. HBO Max had their hook. You know, I'm still keeping them, but that was a big selling point.
Yeah. I mean, and to your point about you paying $20 and the outrage, people literally pay more. People pay $90 or $100-something to watch a fight that lasts 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But you mad that, you know, 16's paying $20 to stream a movie that he has control, start over, like.
Yeah. But I mean, so, and while we talking, you know, on the subject, when we had the other guys on, we were talking about the stocks, the GameStop versus the AMC, and they were saying like, oh, movie theater has a lot more of a promising outlook, I guess, of future than like a GameStop. And like, to me, like I said, unless they change the experience, like what M16 just said, he's a movie goer. He loves going to the movies, but you give him the option to stay at home, then I'm gonna stay at home. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that if you're comparing the two, like GameStop as being like, you know, retail store, and I was saying like they could get into the digital market, they could get into being like I said, even though you got like your what's that, Game Pass and all that kind of stuff built in already, but you could argue like HBO Max coming onto the scene when Netflix already exists, or any of these other streaming services coming out when there's already streaming services. You know what I mean? Like it's a big play. I mean, you can't not do something just because, you know, there's already stuff on the market for it. But anyway, I'm saying that to say that movie theaters are dinosaurs, like they're dying, and they need to pivot. Unless they continue to have this stronghold over movie studio, and it's like no, nigga, you're gonna give us your product first. Like,
but they don't need to.
They got some dirt on them.
Netflix has already proven that you don't need the theater to succeed. You can fund your own stuff, put it out, and people will come and, you know, consume what you're putting out there. And
now, especially like Disney, like what. You fucking Disney, bro. Like, you own it all. Like, you own it all.
Well, Disney flexed their muscle by coming up with Disney Plus.
Yeah, but they still don't release like Marvel movies in theaters. Like, why?
Yeah.
You just go straight to Disney Plus.
Like, I was literally saying that about Spider-Man Far Away From Home. It's like, you got the power in your hand to just drop that sucker right there on Disney Plus and watch your subscribers go up like crazy. Even if they just stay for a month just to, you know, watch that movie. Yep. A lot of times they're going to be like, I'm going to stay. Because, I mean, when I got Disney Plus, I was like, oh, I'm just going to keep it for a couple of months. Bro, that's been 2 years. Ain't canceled nothing.
We just got it. Like last month, I think. And that's only because Tiff upgraded her phone and got, I think Verizon get it to her free or something like that.
So, Verizon, yeah.
It's not going nowhere. Even if you just like, it could be the Simpsons network.
We should have been more aggressive telling you how great Disney Plus is. So we're sorry about that.
I'm still not like, if it went away, I wouldn't be sad. I haven't really dove into it a whole lot. I mean, I watched all the Marvel stuff.
Are you a big fan of The Simpsons, Khujeaux?
I used to be. I haven't watched it in like, man.
But just to know at your fingertips, and it's on Hulu, but just to know that it's ad-free and it's got every season on there, it's a selling point to that. Or having the Marvel movies on there.
So question about that, because it confused me that The Simpsons were on there. So when Disney bought all that shit from Fox Studios, that was included with it?
Yeah.
I thought it they just bought them for Marvel. I didn't realize it was because they got other content as well.
No, I mean, so Disney bought Fox. So Disney owns Fox.
Gotcha.
Like, it wasn't just like the Marvel character. They weren't buying the rights back to they Fox Marvel character like X-Men. It's like, no, like, nigga, they own Fox. Like, that's
got you.
That's them. Yeah.
Okay.
So Simpsons, Dark Angel. Did Dark Angel come on box? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
Firefly.
911. Prison Break. You know.
Greg the Bunny.
Meth
Okay,
Red.
got you.
Yep.
But no, Disney Plus is, like I said, I was like, oh, whatever. And then after having it, it's just been there, and
it's not going anywhere.
Oh, CW.
I think it's their own. It's its own entity.
CW is like CBS, Paramount.
Paramount. Okay.
Paramount, yeah.
All right. I was about to say.
Paramount Plus also an underrated app.
To be funny is if they start bringing back all the old if somebody dropped like all the old UPN shows,
like Cuts.
Homeboys in Outer Space, Moesha, Eve, the Parkers, fucking what was the Flex Washington show? 1-on-1.
Well, some of that stuff is on the Parkers and stuff is on Paramount because they own BET, so a lot of that stuff is on there.
Yeah, I was saying if they drop the UPN hub on Paramount, I think that might be a draw.
Paramount is another one that's underrated.
So the CW is owned by CBS and AT&T.
Oh, so that shit should be on.
They both own 50%.
So they could drop that on HBO Max. I'm not that big of a fan of UPN shows. It would be a funny social media. It would be a great time to be on social media.
So the UPN, did they get rid of UPN because it was black?
No, it just became the CW. And
wait, no. Was WB became CW, right?
No, UPN became CW. That's like them rebranded.
Hold on, I'm on Wikipedia, so I got you.
The only reason why
because originally I was thinking the same thing.
So it says that UPN was replaced by the CW.
Okay, all right, yeah. That's what I was thinking originally. Then I started thinking about like the shows that's on there. I was like, all these shows feel very Smallville-ish and Dawson's Creeky. So like, is it the WB?
They have really good, original content.
CW?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. They've been pretty good. A far cry from UPN.
Yeah, a lot of stuff you was talking about, Khujeaux. If you get Paramount Plus, you go to the BET section. A lot of that is in that section. Underrated app, by the way.
So I can watch Malcolm and Eddie and Homeboys in Outer Space?
I don't know if Homeboys in Outer Space is on there. I don't think that should ever be seen again. I mean,
first of
you
all,
have begun to see terrible.
First of all, I want to assume this is before my time because it sounds terrible, and I don't know anything about it.
This was 1996. The world was a different place back
then. I think you were alive.
Okay, no, I was 2 years old, so it's before my time to answer that question.
So, somebody thought, they was like, you know what? We should take Flex and one of the guys from a different world
and put them in space.
Yes, and use every black stereotype that you ever thought of.
This is right on. Wait, hello. More context. I think this is right on the heels of Men in Black, right?
Right before.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was about to say because they were riding that. I thought they were riding the coattails of that. But anyway, yeah. So it was like Homeboys in Outer Space. So of course they had a spaceship hoopty, like a box Chevy that jumped. And
this isn't getting better.
Nope. It's it was pretty bad, man. It was fucking awful. The theme song was terrible. It was just bad all around, dog. Like
it was like how black?
How many seasons did this shit last?
I want to say one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was stereotypes that we put in here. Yes.
But the thing about it is, it fit with UPN. Like that was kind of what UPN was.
It was a whole night. It was Moesha. It was Homeboys in Outer Space.
I feel like Malcolm and Eddie was on there.
Malcolm and Eddie was a part of it.
Yeah. It was definitely on brand for UPN, man. It was nobody saw it, but it was like, come on, man, like just don't belong. Like, nah, this was a UPN show, and that's where it belongs.
Right.
Like, but it was bad. It was awful.
Yeah, it was one season. So from August of 96 to May of 97. So
Damn, they asked that shit before they could even get started.
Mm-hmm. I think they knew.
That is a low light. Like we got this premise here. What do you think?
All right, Johnny, hear me out. Niggers, but in space.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Oh, real quick, Snack Club, because I haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have to unblur? I think I got to unblur.
Yeah.
How do I unblur? Choose virtual
It looked like a couple
background.
rounds.
Nope.
Oh man, I gotta know about this.
Lil Debbie.
That's a napkin in there, by the way.
It's empty. He has wrecked it already.
I'm not a fan of the cakes. Like, there's some that are good, but I saw you post about this, Khujeaux, and I was like, why do I feel like this would be great?
I don't eat Lil Debbie snacks are not nasty. I just don't eat Little Debbie snacks. I feel like my palate has outgrown that. But now I will say my wife tried to see if my
You're
daughter,
mature.
Yeah. I feel like my wife tried to see if my daughter would like oatmeal pies, which I was completely against, but she didn't like them. So cool. She's on par with Dad's palate. But I tasted one. I was like, damn, bro, this ain't that bad. I ate about 40.
On par with Dad's palate.
Yeah.
You're like 34 years old.
Hey, you starting them young. That's all I'm saying. No well done steaks. And but no, that shit is good. This shit is good.
So
I don't know what I expected, to be honest. And as I do with anything, I went in with my expectations low because I thought it was gonna be. Because like I said, I don't really do the regular Little Debbie snack cake, so I'm thinking like the ice cream kind of gonna be on par because it's Little Debbie snacks. You get a whole box for like $2. But this motherfucker right here was $5. So this is on par with like fucking Ben and Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs and shit.
Oh, wow.
So this fucking vanilla was rich, like a very good vanilla. In my TikTok, in the TikTok reel that I did for it, I called out that because it was supposed to be green. It's supposed to be green sprinkles, red ice cream, and then some cake chunks in it. I ain't had no sprinkles, but like all my ice cream was like green and red. And it kind of had that ice over, kind of like it had melted and then refroze. Like maybe it sat on the truck or maybe somebody was putting it away in the freezer slow or something. So anyway, I felt like it melted and refroze. But like when I got to the bottom and like I was able to kind of mix it up, that's where every fucking thing was. So yes, I believe that shit froze. Everything settled at the bottom. And then like, anyway, it worked out better. So whoever let this shit melt and then stuck it back in the freezer, thanks. That was quite the experience getting to the bottom, and literally every fucking thing was at the bottom of the goddamn cup. But nah, man, that shit's good. That shit's delicious. I'm gonna get it again.
Must have been
so
good enough for you to even work your way to the bottom. So that's right
mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah, that shit was good.
So you answered one of my questions. I was like, is it like cake chunks or like just little pieces?
No,
it's chunks.
No, it's chunks. Like I don't think that there's a process for how they're putting that in there. I think they just got some niggas standing on the belt like, yep. Like,
okay,
So it's great. Like, it's like how you would do it yourself.
Order a salad from Chick-fil-A and they don't actually cut up the nuggets. They just put some nuggets.
They just throw some nuggets on there. Yep. Okay. That's exactly
Got
it.
it.
That's exactly it.
I'm assuming this is available at Walmart.
Actually, this is exclusively at Walmart. So you cannot get this anywhere except for Walmart.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that either.
That's right. So you got to go there and brave the unwashed masses if you want to try that. So.
Now, and I'm gonna say this. I don't know if this puts any more teeth behind this, but I'm not going to put something out there that I don't enjoy or that I don't think other people would enjoy. But I rarely go back and buy the same, like something I plugged. I rarely go back and buy it again. Rare, very rare. I'm going back, I'm getting this shit again. And I don't want to overhype it because, y'all might have a different experience, but I enjoy that shit.
No,
because I didn't think I would. I didn't think I was going to like it. But then like, how they priced it And like they put it in competition with, I feel like Ben and Jerry's flavor of like ice cream. Obviously Ben and Jerry's kind of, I don't think they got no competition for real, but it's in that price point. So yeah, they put the work in. Paid off.
Nice.
Well, there you have it.
Wait a minute. We're missing something here, though, Khujeaux.
I don't know. Feels off. Oh, also the Halo Pringles are back, so go get those.
I've been looking for them.
Them shits are so fucking good. I was mad when they took them out the store, bro. Oh my god! I only bought one can. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew I should have bought two.
Where'd you find them at? You at Walgreens?
Walmart? Nope. Walmart, man.
Look like I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll just order them from Walmart because I ain't even going in there. But this.
Have you had them? Have you had them before?
No. I want to try them based on your suggestion. I've been in a Pringles mode.
That shit is good, and I don't even really. I feel like Pringles has over the past maybe five years or so has really stepped their shit up, because historically Pringles were, they were Pringles. I wouldn't have put them on par with any other chip, but these Halo chips, they ain't just like top 5 Pringles, man. It's some good fucking chips, bro. These are some good chips.
You talking about them Halo ones?
The Halo Pringles, yes.
Oh yeah,
just good.
Like
they put ginger in a potato chip, right? Like it. Anyway, whatever. Sorry. I'm not gonna.
This segment is still missing something, Khujeaux. You said all that.
We're not fighting about anything?
No, not even that.
Khujeaux.
It's something that you say. You're missing it.
Yeah.
Plug.
Oh, there it is. All right, that was an ordeal.
Sorry.
There it is.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
So you like chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah. Certain ones.
You like chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certain ones.
So you take a chocolate chip cookie and you make the cookie chocolate. How does it go nasty?
It's not my favorite thing in the world. Like chocolate chip cookie is not like my first choice for a cookie.
What's your first choice for a cookie?
My first choice for a cookie is oatmeal raisin. My second choice.
Yeah, mine too.
Jason's Deli has a cranberry oatmeal walnut cookie that is
so
good.
Now I'm saying, but now oatmeal cranberry is different than oatmeal raisin. But I'm still not putting out chocolate chip. America's cookie.
America don't want us here, dog. Why do I want America's cookie?
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
Random, because that's what we do. I do have some. I will kick us off this week with random. I just want to say, the city of Atlanta, you bandwagon ass bastard. You won the World Series. I ain't never seen this many people talking about them being Braves fans until just now. I challenge each and every one of you sorry bastards that's watching this. Name 3 Braves. I'm gonna sit here and wait. Name 3.
Oh my God.
Oh, you can't. Oh, because you don't care. You're just happy that they're winning. That's what that was. That's what it was. Can you name 1? No, you can't. But you won though, right? Bandwagon ass city. You winning, they're there. That's all. I'm just speak my piece. I'll wait though. Anytime y'all want to name 3 Braves, I'm here to listen. Any 3? No. David Justice doesn't play for them anymore. Who? Otis Nixon? Nah, that's the 90s, man. Anybody else? Terry Pendleton? Nah, that was the 91 World Series. Whatever. It's fine. You guys are the champions, though. Good job. Name 3 Braves. You can't do it. That's all I got.
Why does 16 sound like he was like hosting Dora the Explorer right there?
Right.
Do you know where the Braves players are?
Right.
You do? Where are they? Random mouse. There they are. Let's go meet them. Oh my God.
Who else are they gonna cheer for, right? I mean, it's not like it's a different city. Can't really call them bandwagons if it's the city that they live in. Just saying.
Bandwagon in the sense that they weren't watching games in July.
You can call them fair weather fans, but not bandwagon. Fair weather meaning like, yeah. It's self-explanatory. But
that's an interesting debate for another night.
Yeah.
Because we could really go down a rabbit hole with that.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Because like if the city was throwing a celebration for the Red Sox or some shit, like bandwagon fan. You're just going with whoever's popular, but you're cheering for your own city, bringing home a championship. I don't think that's
when they're winning. But boy, when it ain't going right, you don't hear nothing about it, man.
Are you supposed to celebrate when they lose? You want to parade when they lose? You want them to drive from Midtown to Cobb on a bus?
A lot of people here.
Everybody throwing up here. Boo!
A lot of people put these teams down when they ain't winning, but the moment they start winning, they're like, yeah, let's go.
I don't know that that's any different from any other. You could
Greg Maddux. No.
You can look at Detroit fans right now. They all talking about how garbage their teams are, but I mean,
and Detroit can't catch a break.
They're pretty garbage right now. So yeah, they talking bad about them.
Shout out to Detroit Black. I feel sorry for you right now, man. You can't watch nothing out there in Detroit.
Tom Glavine. Oh man.
All right, I got a random. MC10. Name 3 New Orleans baseball players.
Get your ass out of here.
That's my random.
Asshole. These are the people I choose to spend my time with.
The Pelicans? No, that's not them.
Oh, God.
Rainbow Stadium? Nah, I don't think that's it either. Or Smoothie King, whatever it's called. Sorry.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. My shit random as hell. But why do we park on the driveway but drive on the parkways?
That's a great question.
Ponderances.
Like, who sat down and said, this is what we're going to do? And they were okay with it.
Better question is, now that we're aware of this, why do they continue to do it?
Because it's what you know.
That's another grievance.
Bobby Cox does not manage the team anymore.
Here's my grievance. I'm gonna give a real grievance with society as a whole. We literally make the rules to everything, right?
Right.
I'm just piggybacking on what he's just talked about. If we realize, like, that is kind of dumb, let's switch that. From now on, your driveway at home is called a parkway, and then all parkways will be renamed driveway. Like, we literally make the rules to whatever. We don't just have to go along with stuff just because, like, there's not this, omnipotent force out there that's just driving we literally make the rules to shit. So if we
but thanks to people that try to do that for shit that's just factually not true, you're gonna naturally get hit with a lot of opposition with this.
That's why does it? This I'm just throwing another thing out there, like getting rid of like electoral colleges and like redoing our whole political system. We could just tear that shit down and just start over.
Yeah, I think I don't know if you had shared it or maybe you seen the meme. Somebody was like, California has 40 million people. Why do they have 2 senators or some shit like that?
There you go.
My God. I'll have to find the meme, but the shit was hilarious.
We make up, but we could just say like, hey, let's just one vote is one vote. Fuck all that other shit. Oh, it's not fair to the smaller states. Get more people. Fuck more. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Move somewhere else. It's your fault.
He said get more people. Somewhere in Rhode Island, the governor is thinking about how he can get more people.
Get more people. There you go.
Because you just took a shot at all of the states.
You
like his.
chose to be the governor of the wrong goddamn state. Move to California, be the governor there. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It's unfortunate, you know. You are in the minority. That's what it feels like to be a fucking minority. You're in a position where you can't do shit because you're a minority.
Fred McGriff is not on the team anymore. Okay. Current Braves, 3 of them. Jeez, we can't even get that right. Yes, we are. By saying that, also appreciate all the support yet again from all of the many different countries who listen to us, including Germany.
Well,
Canada,
you just made fun of all of them because they couldn't name Braves players. So,
yeah, I was about to say, somebody, Joe Blow in London is definitely struggling to name somebody besides Freddie Freeman right now.
Yeah, it happens. But hey, that's what the radio show does. We just do random stuff because that's what we do. Well, we appreciate
that is what we do.
The downloads, the support, and we just gonna keep coming with content. Got more interviews on the way. Of course, you got Khujeaux with his snack plug. Follow him at Your Snack Plug on Instagram. Easy is just easy, and make sure and follow us on Instagram at It's the Radio Show, and search for us on Facebook. Also, our podcasts are now available on Facebook. So if you want to listen to us, the podcast, you go to our Facebook page, The Radio Show. There's a podcast section on there where you can just listen to the show right from your Facebook page. We are literally everywhere.
Look at Facebook just having a part in everything.
Yes. So
you mean Meta?
Oh yeah, that's right, Meta.
So we
I know we're about to go, but if I'm EA, I'm suing them because they're basically just taking The Sims and making it cool for everyone.
Yeah.
Current Braves. Try it.
You've given them way more time. They could Google something. I'm just saying. All right, so I guess that concludes.
Food talk.
What's funny when a topic died down now that we record, it makes it a lot like easier to just like pivot to something else because and when we used to be live on the air, that shit used to be like, oh well, shit. We're gonna have to try to figure this out somehow.
You have to try and segue just right. And it's like now it's whatever.
Yep. It's like you can find your footing, and the next thing you know, you jump right to where you are.